My name is Giulia Ottaviano, I'm 25, and I was born near Padova, and then I grew up in Roma, then Catania and Milano. Moving so much has allowed me to have a great eye on things, and has made me a little bit confused, but also eclectic, but literature was always with me, so that's me. I start reading before writing, especially when I was a child, and then during my adolescence I realized that in writing there's a great potential, and I wrote every day what I wasn't able to express and what I felt it was important for me. I came from a big Sicilian family in which during lunch you have to shout to break through all the noise to tell your own story. For me, writing is something very natural. I love to add some spices on my stories, and I'm never 100% sincere, so I'm used to tell stuff and funny things, you know. And of course, writing a novel is something different, and I've learned while I was writing this book as well, and I will learn writing another one, hopefully. I always wanted to write a novel, but I was enough brave to start with. So then 3 years ago, I met Michele Rossi, the editor from Rizzoli, and he challenged me, and I started thinking about one of my obsessions and one of the stories that I had in mind. Then started a great relationship between us, you know, from within the editor and the author, and going to lunch or breakfast or dinner together, we start thinking about my writing, and of course the story has changed a lot in these 3 years, as I am changed in these 3 years. Rizzoli is opening a new series of books which are going to be published before in digital edition and then in paper edition. And for me it's a great privilege to be part of this change, and I think that in the book world, the book world is facing a great turning point, and it's a privilege to be here. And I am moved also, and I remember when I downloaded for the first time my short novels on my Kindle, it was great, so I'm very happy to be part of it. Eugenia is the protagonist of my novel, and we have some stuff in common, but of course we aren't the same person. She has some of my weaknesses in character, and we both share the same generation and the same city background and whatever, so we felt the same. But may I say that she is a little bit behind me. She's still looking for her way. My book is settled in Milano, and I wanted to describe the city, not the one that everyone knows, I mean the fashion and economics city, but the normal city that the average people live in. And I moved in Milano when I was 13, so at that time I haven't many friends, and I used to go biking all afternoon around the city and getting lost everywhere. So I immediately fell in love with Milano because she hides herself a little bit, I think. It's not loud or too noisy. It needs time to get to know Milano, so I like her. In my book, the protagonist falls in love with a German guy, and I think that coming from two different countries allows you to look at your own life and your own country, I mean the faults and also the good things of your country from another point of view. But this kind of difference count as much as the characterial difference, and it's not so important, I think.